continue the tradition. The teacher, the text, and the tradition. Together, it provides us the philosophy, this philosophy of the land. Uh, I am indeed grateful to Professor Sundareshwaran for taking up this textual study sessions very seriously. That is precisely the reason why the school has approached him, and he has gratefully conceded. One or two words regarding the session, as today is the concluding day. After the session, uh, representing the whole community of students, two or three people can give your oral feedback, and we also look forward for criticisms and uh, which would open up improving um, the ways that we conduct these sessions. And everyone, it's mandatory that everyone gives the fill up the feedback forms and undergo the tests that are given to procure your certificates. So I once again thank all the participants on behalf of the school and look forward for your continued cooperation. Over to Professor Sundareshwar.
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. सर्वेभ्यो नमः. Thank you, Professor Shrikala, for your kind words. Friends, let us begin. As usual, I am sharing my screen. Now we are here. तत्र व्यापारो व्यंजनात्मकः. In the indication, in that kind of indication, lakshana, where prayojana is involved, the prayojana or the benefit for which the indication is resorted to can be got only by the function of suggestion. Tatra prayojanavattyam lakshanayam yat prayojanamudishya लाक्षणिक शब्दस्य प्रयोगः क्रियते तत्र तत्र तस्य व्यापारस्य विषये व्यञ्जनात्मकः एक एव व्यापारः समर्थः इति प्रस्तुतं. केवलेन प्रस्तावेन नालं किल, upapadanam karya. So this is a statement where say for example in the indication old lady says, say I have taken only 2 grains of rice. What exactly she means is not that she has taken only little food, but her daughter-in-law doesn't cook delicious food. To convey this message beautifully and effectively, she resorts to indicative function. She says, see, I have taken only 2 grains of rice. If she wanted to convey the sense that she had taken only little food, she could have told, I have taken little food only. But she states, her statement is, I have taken only 2 grains of rice. So, what she intends to convey effectively and beautifully is that daughter-in-law is inefficient in cooking. She doesn't cook delicious food. In the case of Gangayam Ghoshaha, the utterer, the speaker, wants to convey the message that the Hamlet has cold, it is very cold and this one, Pavanatva, holiness. The Hamlet, the village has got these features, Shaitya and Pavanatva. In order to convey this effectively, what she, what he, what does she state? He states that the hamlet is in Ganges, Gangayam Ghosha. So the indicated meaning is Ganga Tire Ghoshaha. Hamlet is not on the waters but on the banks of Ganges, but the real sense the utterer wants to convey is the Shaitya and Pavanatva, the holiness and the feature of coldness. That is intended to be conveyed. For that, the speaker resorts to indication, Lakshana Vyapara. So, in order to get these benefits, Shaitya and Pavanatva, how these benefits can be cognized? For cognizing these benefits or the prayojanas, the objectives, there is no other function than suggestion. That is what is stated. Tatra vyaparo vyanjanatmaka. Mere statement won't do. It should be explained, and justified. Kutaha ityaha. Yasya pratitim adhatum lakshana samupasyate phale shabdaikagamye atra vyanjanat na apara kriya. I shall explain in Sanskrit first. Yasya prayojanasya yasya phalasya pratitim bodham adhatum janayitum adhanechaya. Atra tumun pratyaya इच्छार्थे विहितः आधानेच्छया लक्षणा व्यापारः समुपास्यते आश्रीयते फले विषय सप्तमीय फलस्य विषये तस्य प्रयोजनस्य विषये यस्य शैत्यपावनत्वादेः प्रयोजनस्य प्रतीतिं बोधम् आधातुं जनयितुं लक्षणाव्यापारः आश्रीयते गंगातटे घोषः इति अभिधया नोक्त्वा गंगायां घोषः इति लक्षण किमर्थम् आश्रीयते अस्य शैत्यपावनत्वादेः प्रयोजनस्य प्रतीतिं जनयितुं तस्य शैत्यपावनत्वादेः विषये व्यञ्जनात् न अपरा क्रिया व्यंजनाख्यात व्यापारात् द्योतनाख्यात व्यापारात् अपरा क्रिया अपरो व्यापारः न क्षमः तच्च फलं कीदृशं फले शब्दैकगम्ये शब्देन एकगम्ये अत्र व्यंजनात् न अपरा क्रिया शब्देन एकगम्ये नाम शब्दप्रमाणेन एव केवलेन शब्दप्रमाणेन ज्ञातुं शक्ये नाम अनुमानेन अवगन्तुं न शक्यते शैत्यपावनत्वादिकम् इति. To explain it in English, यस्य प्रतीतिम् आधातुं, for conveying which benefit lakshana samupasyate, the lakshana function, indicative function is resorted to. Shabdaikagamye phale, in the case of, in the cognition of that benefit or those benefits, which can be cognized only through shabda vyapara, only through indicative word. That means it cannot be cognized, those benefits can't be cognized through inference. Shabda ikagamye. And what is the function? What is the shabda vyapara involved? It is none other than the vyanjana. Vyanjanat na apara kriya. Prayojana prati pipadayishaya. Pratipadayitum ichha prati pipadayisha. Pratipadanam, causing cognition or explanation. प्रतिपत्तिः cognition. Prayojana pratipipadayashaya, desirous of conveying the benefits. Prayojana pratipipadayashaya. Conveyance means causing cognition. Prayojana pratipipadayashaya yatra lakshanaya shabda prayoga. Lakshanaya. In that word itself, there is a lakshana. That word is lakshanika shabda. It is an indicative word, not a, it is not denotative. The lakshanaya. Actually, literal meaning is by indicative function. But the indicated meaning is by a word which has got lakshana vyapara. By lakshanika shabda. Lakshanika shabdena. Shabda prayogaha yatra kriyate tatra nanyataha tat pratidhi. Tat pratidhi, its cognition. Nanyataha. Not from any other source. Apitu. But tasmadeva shabdat. Only from that particular word. That means other means of cognition, valid means of cognition like anumana, inference, etc. cannot work here. Only Shabda Pramana will work. Tasmadeva Shabdat. Nacha atra Vyanjanadrite Anyaha Vyaparaha. When you say Shabda Pramana, there are three functions in Shabda, namely Abhidha, Lakshana and Vyanjana. Here, Vyanjana alone is capable of giving, causing that cognition. Vyanjanadrite. Sans Vyanjana, there is no other Vyapara. That means Abhidha and Lakshana are eliminated. Tathahi. Tathahi nama punaha pratipadanam. Asmata evan nocyate vyanjanata parakriya nasti iti pratitya kriyate pratitya matrena ko labha avagantavyam kila. Tathahi yataha na abhidha samayabhavat. Abhidha vyaparaha atra asya shaitypavanatvadehe prayojanasya vishaye na pravartate. Kutaha samayabhavat. Samayaha nasti. Samayaha nama sanketaha. Sanketaha शक्तस्य पदस्य शक्यस्य अर्थस्य च संबंधः येन लभ्यते अथवा संबंध एव संकेतितः संकेतः समयः. अत्र गंगायां घोषः इति प्रयोगः कृतः. शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपम् अभिधेयम् इति वक्तुं न शक्यते. अभिधाव्यापारेण शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं न लभ्यते. कस्मात् यदि शक्यते स्म तर्हि गंगा शब्दात् लभ्यमासीत्. किन्तु गंगा शब्दस्य समयः संकेतः कोशेन व्यवहारेण सर्वैः संकेतग्रहैः कुत्र कृतः? जलप्रवाह विशेषे संकेतः गंगा शब्दस्य. तेन शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपे अर्थे समय अभावात् अभिधा न प्रवर्तते. गंगायां घोषः इत्यादौ ये पावनत्वादयो धर्माः तटादौ प्रतीयन्ते न तत्र गंगादिशब्दाः संकेतिताः. तत्र तेषु शैत्यपावनत्वादिषु धर्मेषु गंगादिशब्दाः गंगाशब्दः न संकेतितः. गंगायां घोषः इति वाक्यमस्ति. तत्र गंगायां तत्र लक्षणा अस्ति. तत्र किमर्थं लक्षणा आश्रिता? पावनत्वादीन् धर्मान् बोधयितुं. ते च पावनत्वादयः धर्माः कुत्र सन्ति? घोषे सन्ति इति बोधयितुं लक्षणप्रयोगः कृतः. ते च धर्माः तटादौ प्रतीयन्ते. तटे शैत्यपावनत्वादिकमस्ति इति ज्ञायन्ते. तत्र शैत्यपावनत्वादौ गंगाशब्दः न संकेतितः. गंगाशब्दस्य शैत्यं पावनत्वम् अर्थः इति कुत्रापि कोशे न दृश्यते, व्यवहारेण एवं न दृश्यते, आप्तवाक्यं नास्ति, किमपि नास्ति. येन संकेतः नास्ति, समयः नास्ति. Now, why these abhidha and lakshana are negated? Why they are eliminated? How can you eliminate? Why? What is the reason? Abhida cannot work, cannot give the meaning of Shaitya and Pavanata, because there is no Sanketa, there is no conventional relation between the word Ganga and the Shaitya and Pavanatva, the benefits. Hetva na lakshana. Lakshanapi न समर्था भवति शैत्यपावनत्वादीन् धर्मान् बोधयितुं लक्षणापि न समर्था लक्षणा फंक्शन द इंडिकेटिव फंक्शन आल्सो cannot give the meaning of शैत्य and पावनत्व etc. तस्मात् why हेत्वभावात् there is no cause. If lakshana is to function, cause should be there. What is the cause of lakshana? लक्षणा न प्रवर्तते कस्मात् हेतुः नास्ति. लक्षणायाः बीजं नास्ति, लक्षणायाः हेतुः नास्ति. को नाम हेतुः? मुख्यार्थबाधादि त्रयं हेतुः. मुख्यार्थबाधादि त्रयं हेतुः. The three together constitute the cause. Which are the three? मुख्यार्थबाधा, तद्योग, रूढ़ि और प्रयोजन. मुख्यार्थबाधः, तत्संबंधः, रूढ़ि प्रयोजनयोः अन्यतरत् इति त्रयं यत्र अस्ति तत्रैव लक्षणा प्रवर्तते. एतत् त्रयं लक्षणायाः हेतुः. अत्र शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपम् अर्थं जनयितुं मुख्यार्थबाधः नास्ति, तत्संबन्धः नास्ति, रूढ़ि प्रयोजनयोः अन्यतरदपि नास्ति. कथमुच्यते एतत्? कृपया उपपाद्यतां. तथा च. So, hetu bhavan na lakshana, lakshana cannot be resorted to get the meaning of Shaitya and Pavanatva, the benefits which are intended by the utterer when he uses the indication Gangayam Ghoshaha. So, how? Why? Because there is no cause. What is the cause? These three elements. The incompatibility of the primary sense, denoted sense, and the relation between the denoted sense and the sense which is to be indicated by indication, and either deep rootedness of the word in some other meaning, of the denoted of the word in some other some meaning other than denoted one, or some benefit which is intended to be conveyed. All these three are not there. Again, merely when you say not there, we cannot agree. We have to explain. He says, Lakshyam na mukhyam, napyatra badhaha, yoga phalena no, na prayojanam etasmin, na cha shabdas khaladgatihi. One by one, he negates. Pratham Samskritan uchyate. अत्र लक्ष्यार्थः अधुना अस्माकं हस्ते अस्ति. नाम गङ्गायां घोषः इति अनेन प्रयुक्तं, गङ्गातीरे घोषः इति लक्ष्यार्थः इति अस्माभिः अवगतः. लक्ष्यार्थः ज्ञातः, स एव अधुना अस्ति. गङ्गातीरम् अथवा गङ्गातटः इति. स च न मुख्यार्थः, नाप्यत्र बाधः. मुख्यार्थः बाधः आवश्यकः लक्षणाप्रवर्तनेः. लक्षणा प्रवृत्तौ मुख्यार्थ बाधा आवश्यकः. मुख्यार्थ एव नास्ति, तत्र बाधोपि नास्ति. बाधो नाम कः? गङ्गातटे घोषः इति, गङ्गायां घोषः इति प्रयुक्तम्. अस्माभिः अवगतं लक्ष्यार्थः गङ्गातटः इति. गङ्गातटे घोषः इति शाब्दबोधो जातः. तत्र बाधः नास्ति. गङ्गातटे घोषः, घोषः गङ्गातटे घोषस्य अधिकरणत्वं तटे सम्भवत्येव, तेन बाधः नास्ति. तेन मुख्यार्थ बाधः इति प्रथमः हेतुः नास्ति. अथवा प्रथमं नियामकं हेतुतृतये प्रथमं नास्ति. किंच फलेन योगः अपि नो. नो निषेधे वा न इत्येव, अस्त्येव इति, न उ इति द्रष्टुं शक्यते. वस्तुतः नो इति अव्ययम् अस्ति, किन्तु अस्माभिः एवमपि द्रष्टुं शक्यते न उ. उ गिव्स् स्ट्रेस्, जस्ट लाइक दिस गैर्वण्यं वक्तव्यं किल. नो इति अव्ययम् अस्ति, किन्तु न उ इति अनयोः सन्धिः इत्यपि द्रष्टुं शक्यते। उ इति तत्र नैर्भर्यं नास्त्येव इति अन्ययोगव्यवच्छेदः क्रियते, इतरयोगव्यवच्छेदः क्रियते। नास्त्येव इति उमेति मात्रा पश्चादुमुख्यं सुमुखी जगाम उ मा उ मा oh no you don't go for tapas. That is how Mena, Parvati's mother, prevented Parvati. U ma ma you don't do like this, don't proceed, don't go for doing penance. So there u is the u shows Parvati's haste or the stress on the negation, on the denial, on the forbiddance. फलेन नो, फलेन योगः, फलेन सम्बन्धः, प्रयोजनेन सम्बन्धः अपि नास्ति। कस्य? अधुना गङ्गातटरूपः अर्थः लब्धः, तस्य शैत्यपावनत्वादिना सम्बन्धः नास्ति। फलेन शैत्यपावनत्वादिना सम्बन्धः नास्ति। शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं तटे साक्षात् नास्ति किल। कुत्र अस्ति शैत्यं? शैत्यं जले अस्ति, गङ्गायाम् अस्ति, जलप्रवाहे अस्ति। पावनत्वं कुत्र अस्ति? गङ्गायाम् अस्ति, जले अस्ति, जलप्रवाहे अस्ति, किन्तु न तीरे, तेन न तटे। गङ्गातटे साक्षात् फलस्य प्रयोजनस्य सम्बन्धः नास्ति। अधुना फलस्य सम्बन्धः इत्युक्ते फलम् अस्माभिः लक्ष्यत्वेन अधुना अभिलषितम्। अस्माभिः किमुच्यते? अधुना गङ्गातटे घोषः इत्यर्थो लब्धः, शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपः अर्थः कथं लभ्यते? तत्रापि लक्षणास्तु इति चिन्त्यते। तेन लक्ष्यार्थः कः? अधुना शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं। तेन मुख्यार्थेन लक्ष्यार्थेन च सम्बन्धः आवश्यकः। अत्र मुख्यार्थः गङ्गातटः, लक्ष्यार्थः शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं फलम्। अनयोः साक्षात् सम्बन्धः नास्ति। तेन द्वितीयमपि नास्ति, तृतीयमपि नास्ति, न प्रयोजनमेतस्मिन्। यदि शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं लक्षणया लभ्यते इत्युच्यते, रूढिप्रयोजनयोः अन्यतरत् आवश्यकं, प्रयोजनं नास्ति। प्रयोजनं किमस्ति? रूढिः नास्ति इति वक्तव्यमेव नास्ति, तेन तन्नोच्यते। प्रयोजनं नास्ति। किं प्रयोजनमुद्दिश्य शैत्यपावनत्वादिके लक्षणाप्रयोगः कृतः इत्यत्र प्रयोजनं नास्ति। यदि पुनः किञ्चित् प्रयोजनं कल्प्यते, तत्र तस्य प्रयोजनस्य लब्धये अपरा लक्षणा, तच्च प्रयोजन नियतमस्ति, अपरेण प्रयोजनेन नियतमस्ति, तस्य प्रयोजनस्य सिद्धेः इति आनन्द्यं भवति इति। किञ्च एवं लक्षणायाः हेतुत्रये नास्ति इति साधितं। किञ्च न च शब्दः स्खलद्गतिः। स्खलद्गतिः नाम लाक्षणिकः शब्दः इति अर्थात् लभ्यते। स्खलद्गतिः नाम यस्य गतिः स्खलन्ती भवति, यस्य गतिः, यस्य शब्दस्य गतिः, गतिः नाम अर्थावबोधन सामर्थ्यम्, अर्थावबोधन शक्तिः स्खलन्ती, विधुरीकृता अस्ति। यथा कुमारसम्भवे उच्यते किल, मार्गाचल व्यतिकर आकुलितेव सिन्धुः शैलाधिराजतनया न ययौ न तस्थौ। यदा परमेश्वरः ब्रह्मचारी स्वीयं रूपं प्राददर्शत्, तदानीं पार्वती तस्याः झटिति गन्तव्यमस्ति, न गन्तव्यमित्यस्ति, सा न ययौ न तस्थौ, सा स्खलद्गतिः आसीत्। एवमेव यथा सिन्धुः नदी मार्गमध्ये मध्यमार्गं कश्चन अचलः अस्ति, तेन अचलेन व्यतिकर आकुलिता सिन्धुः नदी न ययौ न तस्थौ, यथा न याति न तिष्ठति, तथैव अयं शब्दः, इयं पार्वती, अयमेव अत्र लाक्षणिकः शब्दः अपि एवं भवति। अस्य अवस्था, लाक्षणिकस्य शब्दस्य अवस्था एवं भवति। शब्दबोधने असमर्थः शब्दः भवति, नाम प्राथमिके अर्थे, नाम संकेतिते अर्थे अर्थं बोधयितुं सः शब्दः प्रवर्तते, किन्तु बाधः अस्ति, तेन गतिः स्खलन्ती अस्ति, विधुरीकृता अस्ति. Now in English. Now, indication cannot function to give the sense of benefits, Saitya, Pavanatva, etc. Why? If it were able to function, then what is the denoted sense or the primary sense which we have at hand? It is Ganga Tata. From Ganga Tata we have to get Saitya Pavanatva through indication. So, what are the three causes? Mukhyartha Badha, the incompatibility of the denoted sense or primary sense. What is the primary sense we are having at hand right now? Ganga Tata, the banks of Ganges. And the Lakshartha, it is Shaitya and Pavanatva. Previously it was benefit, but now we are trying whether Lakshana can function to get this Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. as a Lakshartha. So the Lakshartha, the indicated sense is Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. And the primary sense is banks of Ganga. Ganga Tata is the primary sense or denoted sense, and the indicated sense is Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. Now, the word Ganga, from the statement we have to get this meaning from, which is the statement Gangayam Ghoshaha. The word Ganga, as in got Sanketa, it is not at all, in no way related by any conventional relation to Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. Ganga Tata or Ganga Shabda doesn't give the meaning Shaitya, Pavanatva through lexicon, through Vyavahara, through discourse, through Aptavakya. No Shaktigrahaka Pramana, no technique, no code, no convention can gives the meaning. So Mukhyartha itself is not there. The denoted sense itself is not there. What we want, the blockade of Mukhyartha Badha. Badha, that is also not there. When you take the Gangatana as a denoted sense, then the village can be on the banks of Ganga, so there is no incompatibility. Compatibility is there. So Mukhyartha Badha, the first element is not there for the functioning of indication. And the second element also is not there. What is the second element? The relation between denoted sense and indicated sense. Now, denoted sense is Ganga Tata and indicated sense is Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. The Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. are the features of the river Ganga, not the banks. So, there is no direct association between the Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. and the banks. Indirect association only is there. Parampara Sambandha is only there. So, there is no relation. So, Mukhyartha Badha is not there. Mukhyartha Lakshyartha Sambandha is also not there. And benefit also is not there. For conveying which kind of benefit, this Lakshana is now resorted to. This which Lakshana? Lakshana to get the meaning, to get the indicated sense, Shaitya, Pavanatva, etc. So, we may have to imagine some other benefit. For getting that benefit, again, infinite regress will be there. Another Lakshana. For the functioning of that Lakshana, another Prayojana. For getting that Prayojana, another Lakshana like that, it will be there. Not only that, the word Gangayam Ghoshaha, the Gangayam, Nacha Shabdas Khalat Gatihi. Sanskrit Bhashayam, Vyakhyan Samaya Maya, सम्यक् नोक्तं स्खलद्गतिः नास्ति इति सम्यक् प्रदर्शितं, किन्तु कस्मात् स्खलद्गतिः नास्ति इत्युक्ते गङ्गायां घोषः इति श्रवणमात्रेण, वाक्यश्रवणमात्रेण शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपः अर्थः झटिति लभ्यते श्रोत्र. यथा गङ्गायां घोषः इत्यत्र गङ्गातटे घोषः इति कुत्रापि लक्षणायां लक्ष्यार्थः कथं लभ्यते? मुख्यार्थः ज्ञातव्यः, मुख्यार्थबाधः ज्ञातव्यः, तदनन्तरं लक्षणा प्रवर्तते इति ज्ञातव्यः, तदनन्तरं लक्ष्यार्थलब्धिः। अत्र एवं शनैः शनैः बोधः शैत्यभावनत्वादेः बोधः इति नास्ति। अत्र शब्दः न स्खलद्गतिः, झटिति अर्थं बोधयति। तेन कारणान्तरं दत्तं। वस्तुतः मुख्यार्थबाध्यते नास्ति दर्शितं। तदनन्तरं स्खलद्गति द वर्ड पदं झटिति अर्थं बोधयति। तत्र विधुरीकरणं वा स्खलनं वा नास्ति शब्दस्य। तेन यथा कथञ्चित् लक्षणास्तु इत्यपि चिन्तयितुं न शक्यते इति। So now to put it in English, the three elements which are the causes, which together cause the form the cause of lakshana, are not there. It has been shown. Moreover, here we get the meaning of Saitya Bhanata, etc. immediately, as soon as we listen, hear the statement Gangayam Ghosha. So the word does not falter to give the meaning. Immediately it gives. A word which falters to give gradually gives the meaning, that is skaladgati, that is indicative word. In the case of indication, it only slowly gives the meaning, not immediately. Here, the benefit is immediately known, even before the indicated sense. यथा गंगा शब्दः स्रोतसि सबाधः इति तटं लक्षयति, तद्वत् यदि तटेपि सबाधः स्यात् तदा प्रयोजनं लक्षयेत्। अधुना किं चिन्त्यते? गंगा शब्द गंगातटः इति अस्तु प्राथमिकः अर्थः। तस्मात् शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं लक्षणया लभ्यताम् इति चिन्त्यते। यथा गंगा शब्दः स्रोतसि सबाधः इति तटं लक्षयति। प्रथमं तावत् गंगा शब्दः बाधितः अस्ति। कस्मात्? घोषस्य अधिकरणत्वं गंगायां स्रोतसि न भवेत् इति कृत्वा बाधितः अस्ति इति लक्षण आश्रिता तटं लक्षयति। गंगातटरूपः अर्थः सिद्धश्च। एवमेव भवतु पुनरपि लक्षणा अन्या इति चिन्त्यते चेत् तद्वत् यदि तटेपि सबाधः स्यात्, यदि लक्षणा भवतु इति चिन्त्यते मुख्यार्थस्य, अधुना मुख्यार्थः गंगातटरूपः, तत्र बाधः अस्ति चेदेव लक्षणा प्रवर्तते। बाधः नास्ति, गंगातटे घोषः, घोषस्य अधिकरणं गंगातटः भवितुम् अर्हत्येव, तदा प्रयोजनं लक्षयेत्। न च तटं मुख्यः अर्थः, नाप्यत्र बाधः। तटरूपः अर्थः गंगाशब्दस्य मुख्यार्थः नास्ति, लक्ष्यार्थः। तत्र बाधोऽपि नास्ति, तेन मुख्यार्थबाधः नास्ति। न च गंगाशब्दार्थस्य तटस्य पावनत्वाद्यैः लक्षणयैः सम्बन्धः। अधुना गंगाशब्दस्य अर्थः कः इति अस्माभिः स्वीकृतः तटरूपः अर्थः। तस्य लक्षणीयैः लक्षणया गम्यैः पावनत्वाद्यैः धर्मैः साक्षात् सम्बन्धः नास्ति। नापि प्रयोजने लक्ष्ये किञ्चित् प्रयोजनं। लक्ष्ये शैत्यपावनत्वादौ लक्षणागम्यत्वेन अभिलषिते शैत्यपावनत्वादौ अधुना प्रयोजनान्तरं नास्ति, अन्यत् प्रयोजनं नास्ति, किञ्चित् प्रयोजनं नापि। गंगाशब्दः तटमिव प्रयोजनं प्रतिपादयितुम् असमर्थः। गंगाशब्दः यथा तटं बोधयितुं प्रथमम् असमर्थः आसीत्, तेन लक्षण आश्रिता, एवं गंगाशब्दः शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपमर्थं बोधयितुं न असमर्थः, न स्खलद्गतिः। I need not explain in English, I think, again, same thing. So I am proceeding. एवमप्यनवस्था स्यात् या मूलक्षयकारिणी। एवमपि अनवस्था स्यात् या मूलक्षयकारिणी। एवमपि यत्किञ्चित् प्रयोजनं भवतु इति चिन्त्यते चेदपि अनवस्था स्यात्। अत्र प्रयोजनं नास्ति इत्युक्तं किल, लक्षणाप्रवृत्तौ प्रयोजनं नास्ति। गंगा तटरूपः अर्थः लब्धः, तस्मात् लक्षणया शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं लभ्यताम् इत्युच्यते चेत् किं प्रयोजनम् इति पृष्टं, प्रयोजनं नास्ति इति। किमपि प्रयोजनं कल्पयितुं शक्यते किल इति उच्यते चेत् अनवस्था स्यात्। तत्प्रयोजनं कथम् अधुना अस्माभिः किमर्थं यत्नः विधीयते? शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपं लक्षणायाः प्रयोजनं कथम् अवगन्तुं शक्यते? तत्र अभिधा वा लक्षणा वा व्यञ्जना वा इति चिन्त्यते। तत्र लक्षणा इति अस्माभिः उच्यते। तत्र लक्षणायाः प्रयोजनं किमपि वक्तव्यं। तत् कल्प्यते चेत् नास्ति। तत् कल्प्यते चेत् तस्य प्रयोजनस्य लब्धे एवमेव प्रयोजनान्तरं कल्पनीयं। तत्र तस्य प्रयोजनस्य लब्धे अपरं प्रयोजनम् एवं तत् प्रयोजनान्तरेण तदपि प्रयोजनान्तरेण इति प्रकृत अप्रतीतिकृत अनवस्था स्यात्। आनन्त्यं भवेत्। सा च मूलक्षयकारिणी। मूलं किम् आसीत्? अस्माभिः किमर्थम् अयं यत्नः सर्वः विहितः? अत्र लक्षणा भवतु। कुत्र? शैत्यपावनत्वादिरूपस्य अर्थस्य बोधे लक्षणा भवतु इति तत्र यत्नः विधीयते। तत्रैव तस्य मूलस्यैव विच्छित्तिः जायते, सिद्धिः न भवति एव। तेन मूलक्षयकारिणी, मूलमेव मूलस्यैव क्षतिः भवति। इयम् अनवस्था मूलक्षयं करोति इति मूलक्षयकारिणी भवति। नौ न प्रयोजनम् एतस्मिन् it was said. There is no benefit if we think that the senses of Saitya and Pavanatva etc. why they not be got through another indication, through another lakshana. We said that there is no prayojana, there is no another benefit which should be a cause for the functioning of indication. So we can just imagine or what do you call set something as prayojana, conceive something as a prayojana. Then in order to get that prayojana, how will you get? Through another indication. For working of that indication, another prayojana is to be conceived. Again, another indication, another prayojana, like that, infinite regress will be there. So, that will not work. ननु पावनत्वादि धर्मयुक्तमेव तटं लक्ष्यते गंगायास्तटे घोषः इत्यतः अधिकस्यार्थस्य प्रतिपत्तिश्च प्रयोजनं विशिष्टे लक्षणा तत् किं व्यञ्जनया इत्यतः. Now somebody is asking, why you are struggling? You are struggling to get the meaning, the cognition of Saitya, Pavanatva, etc. Whether Abhida works, no, it won't work. Whether Lakshana works, you are struggling to say that it will be caught by Lakshana. All this effort is useless. Because, see, first you have accepted that there is an indication in the statement Gangayam Gosha. And the indicated sense is that the village hamlet is on the banks of Ganga. So, there itself, the indicated sense can be modified like this. The banks of Ganga with holiness and the cold, etc. Saitya Pavanatva, etc. Saitya Pavanatva mat tatah. Saitya Pavanatva man tatah. If that is taken, this indicated senses, this Saitya Pavanatva, etc. are included in the indicated sense itself. All this effort is useless, can be done away with. गंगायास्तटे घोषः इत्यतः अधिकस्य अर्थस्य प्रतिपत्तिश्च प्रयोजनमिति विशिष्टे लक्षण. What he is saying? The first indication, the indicated sense, which you have taken as merely bank of the Ganges. Now you modify it. Banks having cold, holiness, etc. Vishishte lakshana. Tat kim vyanjanaya. Vyanjana vyapara itself is not required. Lakshana eva. मया यदुक्तं तत्र कश्चन किमिति भेदः दर्शयितव्यः। किञ्चित् असामीचीन्यम् आसीत्। नाम लक्षणमास्तु इति न, व्यञ्जना अस्तु इति किल। लक्षणायाः निषेधः क्रियते भवद्भिः महता प्रयत्नेन। व्यञ्जना आवश्यकी, लक्षण एव साध्यते. This is what he is saying. See, you are struggling to negate Lakshana, to justify that Lakshana won't work, to give the meaning of Shaitya and Paramita, etc. Why you are putting in all this great effort, big effort? No need. Because you want to negate Lakshana to state, to prove that suggestion only will work here. So, it is not at all required. In the indication, you just make a simple modification. That will do. The modification is that a bank modified with Saitya Bhavanatva, etc., having the features of Saitya Bhavanatva, etc. That is, somebody is asking, what is the answer? What is the counter argument? तत् किं व्यञ्जनया इत्यतः प्रयोजनेन सहितं लक्षणीयं न युज्यते. प्रयोजनेन सहितं लक्षणीयं न युज्यते. Now, Ganga Tata is the lakshyartha or the first indication. Okay. Now you are saying Ganga Tata, let that be modified. The bank be modified with the features of Saitya Bhavanatva, etc. That cannot be done. प्रयोजनेन सहितं लक्षणीयं न युज्यते. भवता किमुच्यते, गंगा तटरूपः अर्थः लक्ष्यार्थः इति यदुक्तं, शैत्यपावनत्वात् इमान् गंगातटः इति अर्थः स्वीक्रियतां किं व्यञ्जनया इति किल उच्यते. एवं कर्तुं न शक्यते. कुतः इत्याह ज्ञानस्य विषयो ह्यन्यः फलमन्यदुदाहृतम्. अधुना किमस्ति, गंगायां घोषः इत्यस्माद् वाक्यात् लक्षणया किं ज्ञानं जातं, गंगातटे घोषः इति ज्ञानं जातं. नाम गंगाशब्दस्य लक्षणया गंगातटज्ञानं लब्धं. गंगातटज्ञानं नाम ज्ञानस्य विषयः कः, गंगातटः. वस्तुतः तस्य फलं भवति शैत्यभावनत्वादिकम्. अस्य ज्ञानस्य फलं भवति शैत्यभावनत्वादिकम्. ज्ञानस्य विषयः फलं च उभयोः भेदः अस्ति एव. सर्वैः दार्शनिकैः मनीषिभिः प्राज्ञैः अभिज्ञैः एवमेव उच्यते. ज्ञानस्य विषयः अन्यः, तस्य फलं च अन्यत्. ज्ञानस्य विषयो ह्यन्यः फलमन्यदुदाहृतम्. यथा प्रत्यक्षादेः नीलादिः विषयः फलं तु प्रकटता संविद्यर्व. नाम अधुना मीमांसकैः एवम् उच्यते, भाक्तैः मीमांसकैः एवम् उच्यते, यदा अस्माकं घटज्ञानं जातं, अस्माभिः घटो ज्ञातः, घटज्ञानं जातं, ज्ञानम् अस्मासु अस्ति, किन्तु तस्य ज्ञानस्य विषयः घटः, किन्तु तस्य ज्ञानस्य फलं किञ्चित् भवति. कुत्र भवति? अस्मासु न, किन्तु तस्मिन् घटे. किं रूपं तत् फलं? प्रकटता, प्राकट्यं. सम्यक् अवधेयं. ज्ञानम् अस्मासु जातं, ज्ञानस्य विषयः घटः, घटज्ञानम् अस्मासु जातं, ज्ञानस्य विषयः घटः, तस्य ज्ञानस्य फलं न घटः. ज्ञानस्य विषयः घटः, फलं तावत् घटे जातं प्राकट्यं, प्रकटता, ज्ञातता. एवं मीमांसकैः उच्यते. तेन विषयः घटः, फलं च ज्ञातता अथवा प्राकट्यम्. एवमेव नैयायिकैः एवम् उच्यते, ज्ञानस्य विषयः, घटज्ञानस्य विषयः घटः, तस्य फलं च अनुव्यवसायः भवति. अनुव्यवसायः. घटमहं जानामि, घटज्ञानं जातं मम. घटस्य ज्ञानस्य विषयः घटः, तस्य फलं किं भवति? घटमहं जानामि इति ज्ञानं. तस्य ज्ञानस्य अनुव्यवसायः इति अपरं नाम अथवा संवित्तिः। तेन मीमांसकैरपि तार्किकैरपि ज्ञानस्य विषयः अन्यः फलमन्यत् इति सम्यक् रक्षितम्। अधुना युष्माभिः किमुच्यते, लक्ष्यार्थबोधस्य विषयः गङ्गातटः, सः शैत्यपावनत्वादिना विशिष्यतां। शैत्यपावनत्वं नाम किं? लक्ष्यार्थबोधस्य फलं भवति। तेन फलं विषये विशेषं विशेष्यम् इति न भवति, विशिष्टे लक्षणा नैव। नाम फलम् अन्यत्, विषयः अन्यः। लक्ष्यार्थज्ञानस्य विषयः गङ्गातटः, शैत्यपावनत्वादि मान् तटः इति स्वीकर्तुं न शक्यते। तस्मात् शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं लक्ष्यार्थज्ञानस्य फलं भवति। तेन विशिष्टे लक्षणा नैव। विशिष्टे शैत्यपावनत्वादि विशिष्टे गङ्गातीरे शैत्यपावनत्वादिमत्तटे लक्षणा स्वीकर्तुं न शक्यते। तेन किं जातं? विशेषास्यस्तु लक्षिते। लक्षणया गङ्गातटरूपः अर्थः लभ्यते, तदनन्तरं गङ्गातटे शैत्यपावनत्वादिकं व्यञ्जनया एव लभ्यते। Now, what was the Purvapakshin saying? He was saying that you need not struggle to deny Lakshana here. What for you are struggling? To show that Vyanjana only work, suggestion only work. That is not at all required. Lakshana will do for getting the meaning of Saitya Bhavanatva, etc. How? You modify the Lakshyartha, the bank, Ganga Tata, that is the Lakshyartha. No? Now, you just modify it. Ganga Tata having the features Saitya Bhavanatva, etc. That is what he is saying. What is the counter argument? No, it cannot be done. Because the subject of cognition and the result of cognition, they are entirely different. According to Mimamsakas, the result of cognition is a feature called Prakatyam or Jnatata, which has got the subject of cognition, which is known. The subject of cognition as substratum. It is there in the pot or whatever known, not in the knower. And they are different. The subject of cognition is the pot, and the prakatyam, the jnatata, the knownness, that is something different. So the subject and the result or the benefit of cognition are entirely different. Similarly, Nayayika also says like this: when you cognize a pot, the pot is the subject of cognition, and the result of this cognition is that you will come to know that, oh, I have cognized this ghata. That means that is another cognition, followed by the first cognition, anuvyavasaya. That anuvyavasaya is different from the pot. So the anuvyavasaya or prakatya cannot be taken as a modification of the subject of cognition. They are entirely different. Likewise, here, what is the lakshyartha which is cognized? It is Ganga Tata. And what is the result or the benefit of that? Shaitya Bhavanatva, etc. Now you are saying Shaitya Bhavanatva can be attached with the Gada, with the Tata, can be taken as features of Tata. It cannot be done. Both are different. Jnanasya vishayaha anyaha, phalam anyat. Phalam तटादो ये विशेषाः पावनत्वादयः ते च अभिधातात्पर्यलक्षणाभ्यो व्यापारान्तरेण गम्याः तच्च व्यञ्जनध्वननद्योतनादिशुद्धवाच्यम् अशेष्यम् अवश्यम् एषितव्यम् एवं लक्षणामूलं व्यञ्जकत्वम् उक्तम् तटादौ ये विशेषाः पावनत्वादयः ते च अभिधा तात्पर्यलक्षणाभ्यः व्यापारान्तरेण गम्याः. It has been justified, it has been established. What is established? A pavanatvadeyaha, the features, saitya, etc., which are different from the Ganga Tata or the benefits of Ganga Tata, of the cognition of Ganga Tata, those features can be known not through Abhida, neither through Abhida, nor through Lakshana, nor through Tatparya. Tena, Vyaparantarena, we have to resort to some other function, which is Tacha, Vyanjana, Dhanana, Dyotana, Adi Vachya, Shabda Vachyam. It has been referred to by scholars as in different, by different words, Vyanjana, Dyotana, Dhanana, etc. Avasyam Eshidavyam, no other go. You have to, you are forced to accept it. Avasyam Eshidavyam. Evam Lakshana Moolam Vyanjakatvam. Now, Mamadacharya, he was explaining Lakshana and Prayojanavati Lakshana. Then he stated that in the Prayojanavati Lakshana, the Prayojana cannot be got through Abhida or Lakshana, so another function should be accepted. That is how he is entering into the Vyanjana Vyapara. He doesn't say at the very beginning, see, Vyanjana is divided into two as Shabdi and Arthi, and Shabdi Vyanjana is divided into two as Lakshana Moola and Abhida Moola. He didn't go like that. He was talking about Lakshana, and while talking about Prayojanavati Lakshana, the Prayojana, the benefit of Lakshana, can be got, can be cognized through suggestive function only, showing that, establishing that he is entering into Vyanjana. Now, 5 minutes break. I will stop sharing, and questions and comments are welcome.
Yes, sir. May I ask?
Yeah.
Raghavan, may I ask?
Raghavan, Venkat.
Yeah, sir. I never really understood this Nacha Shabdas Kaladgati, that part of that Karika. So, what is Mamatacharya trying to say? That the word Ganga itself is capable of directly conveying.
No, not like that. Skaladgati, what it means is this. It is not indicative word. Skaladgati means indicative word. And by stating that, what does he mean? The indicative word always struggles to give the meaning. Indicative word struggles to give the meaning. So it falters. And it is confused, or it is in the process of giving the indicated sense, it struggles. There is some objection or blockade, obstacle. So such is not the case here. That is what Mamada says. In getting the suggested sense of benefit,
Yeah, okay.
that faltering is not there. It immediately gives. I will show Bhavanacharya's commentary. I will
So,
show it.
the word Ganga immediately shows Chaitapavanatham.
Yes, without any faltering, simply, smoothly gives, immediately.
So, without there being Lakshana itself, it shows the Chaitapavanatham.
Yes. Because this suggestion,
Then it's not Lakshana Mula Vyanjana.
please listen to me. This suggestion works only for Sahardayas, not for others. Sahardaya, these processes are just described by us afterwards. No? Immediately the
Okay.
Sahardaya catches the suggested sense first. Then only he thinks, oh, there is an indication here, there is suggestion. He thinks afterwards only. For others, Vyanjana will not work at all. That is why Pratibhajusham, while defining Arthi Vyanjana, Mamata says, Prastava Deshakalader Vaishishtya Pratibhajusham. Only for Pratibhajuts, only for those genius people, only for those, what you call, blessed Kanishas, the suggested sense will, what you call, blue.
Acha,
Okay.
acha. Okay. Okay.
I'll
Fine.
show this also. See, this word has been taken from Anandavardhana. The same idea has been enunciated by Anandavardhana in the Karika. मुख्यामृत्तिं परित्यज्य गुणवृत्ति अर्थदर्शनम यद उद्देश्य फलम तत्र शब्दो नैव स्खलद्गतिः शब्दः नैव स्खलद्गतिः. There Abhinavgupta also says the same thing. He doesn't say that it is Skaladgati means indicative word. He doesn't say. Here the word doesn't falter. It is not confused. It is not blocked. It simply gives immediately. Not explicitly, but implicitly he states this. And that is echoed by Mammadacharya and commentators explain this. Okay. Somebody is asking question. Arya, you want to ask? No. Then I'll do this one. This is Bharabodhini commentary by Vamanacharya Jalkikar. See here, स्खलन्ति प्रचिता भवन्ति गतिः बोधकता रूप सामर्थ्यं यस्य तादृशो न इत्यर्थः प्रयोजने इति शेषः. गंगादि शब्दः प्रयोजन प्रतिपादन विषये प्रच्युत सामर्थ्यो न. The word is not blocked. It's its function of giving the suggested sense is not blocked. Samarthyam is not blocked. It is not lost. Prachyuta samarthyaha na. Prayojanam na lakshyamiti. Ayam bhavaha. Ganga शब्दात् पावनत्वादि प्रयोजनं न प्रतीयते इति न, किन्तु प्रतीयते एव. तथा च अभिधा लक्षणाभ्याम् अनिर्वाहे व्यञ्जनारूपमृत्यन्तरं न च शब्दस्खलद्गतिः. This Skaladgati, the word Skaladgati has been explained differently by different scholars. That is what Vamanacharya also says. See here, Nacha Shabda Skaladgati Tyatra Bahavo Vyakhana Bhedaha Prachina Tikasu Spashtaha Techa Jitnyasubhihi Tata Eva Drashtavyaha Grantha Gaurabhiya Natra Darshitaha. So there is some controversy or something, some riddle or something is there, but we can take like this because in Abhinavgupta also explains like this only in the Lochana commentary of Sunyaloka. Now I am going to share some questions. Before showing the questions, I would request you all participants, one of you immediately come forward. I shall answer, I shall try to answer the questions. One and only one person. If somebody is willing, it will be nice. I will be happier. So, anybody, simple questions. Some 10, 12 questions. Anybody? Venkat, why can't you try? Why can't you try?
Yes, sir. I was thinking some students may volunteer. I mean, I am, but yeah, sir. Yeah, sure.
Try, try, try.
Yes, sir.
See, this is the first question. Atadrishi gunibhuta vingya. Atadrishi ityatra ka vibhakti. Actually, it is not meant for you. It is meant for a Sanskritist. Atadrishi.
So,
What is the case? You can also answer. That much of Sanskrit you know. I know very well. अतादृश गुणीभूत व्यंग्यम व्यंग्ये तो मध्यम येन केनापि वक्तुं शक्यते
I will guess seventh, sir.
yes it is seventh case अतादृशि
Yes.
अतादृक् is the first case nominative अताद
Yes.
व्यंग्ये अतादृशि सति तादृशि व्यंग्ये प्रधाने सति व्यंग्ये अतिशयिनी सति that was the previous statement इदमुत्तमम् अतिशयिनी व्यंग्ये तादृशी व्यंग्ये अतिशयिनी व्यंग्ये अतादृशी व्यंग्ये अनतिशयिनी व्यंग्ये तादृशी सप्तमी it is locative. Next question. Pravritti nimitta is a feature of this you can answer. Options are given. Pravritti nimitta is a feature of
Denotative object. Denoted object.
yes you are right. Pravritti nimitta is a feature in the object located in the object.
Yeah, located in the object. Yeah.
यज्ञानात् शब्द प्रवृत्तो निमित्तं तत्व that is प्रवृत्ति निमित्त प्रवृत्ति निमित्तत्व. Next question. स्फुटालंकार विरहेपि न काव्यत्व हानिः. It is stated that in the verse illustrated example यः कौमारः स एव हि वरः. That illustration example is given and the statement is स्फुटालंकार विरहेपि न काव्यत्व हानिः. Even if Spudalangara is not there, the Kavya is not degraded. What is meant by, what is the meaning of, exact meaning of Sputatva here? How can an Alankara be Sputa? What makes
Sputam is very clear.
very
That's what
clear,
I.
that is the meaning, but what is implied? I have told that. That is why I am just testing whether somebody reminds it or not. Sputatva is a rasanugunya, rasangatva, rasanugunya. It should amplify the or enhance the conducive nature for experiencing rasa. So it should, got it? You are asking something?
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay.
No, sir.
Supportive of rasa. Simply saying it should support rasa. It should help the reader to glide into rasa immediately. Skhalat gatihi. What is denoted by this word? Skhalat gatihi.
Suggestion.
No. The word, indicative word. Skhalanti gatihi yasya saha. That is what we told just now.
Okay. I misunderstood the question.
What is Sanketa?
Conventional relation.
Yes. This is now a dialogue between Sundaresan and Venkatragaman. Nobody else is.
That's why you told.
Mukhyatta Badhe, etc. If he was, nobody comes for, what can be done? So you don't go. You be there.
5 questions I have tried, sir. Maybe 5 questions. Some students can come forward. It will be
Yes.
good revision.
Then let us wait. Let us wait. Professor Shirikala is there. You can prompt students. Satyavrat is there. Satyavrat? Nobody comes forward. എന്താ ആര്യാമ്പികെ ഉണ്ടോ? Nobody comes forward. So, Venkat, we shall proceed.
Yes, sir. Okay.
अप्रत्यस्य अर्थशब्दस्य अर्थः कः? मुख्यार्थबाधे तद्योगे अथ. What does it mean?
रूढितः अथ
रूढितः अथ प्रयोजनात्.
is it meant in the sense of or?
Yes, vikalpa or.
Yeah, vikalpa. Yeah.
Vikalpa. I shall show how you get this meaning. Atha, there is kosha. There is lexicon gives this meaning. 122. See this line. अथाथो संशये स्याताम् अधिकारे च मंगले विकल्प अनंतर आरंभ प्रश्न कार्त्स्न्या विकल्प अनंतर प्रश्न कार्त्स्न्यारंभ समुच्चये. That is मेदिनी कोशा. अथो अथो both these words are meant in both these words are referred to all these meanings. Samshaya, adhikara, mangala, vikalpa. It is here vikalpa. Anantara, prashna, karsnya, arambha.
Got it.
Yes. Next question. Tadvan apoho va. Jatyadar jatireva in the prati. Tadvan apoho va. What is meant by apoha here? Apoha.
It's a Buddhist theory of meaning, the apoha.
Yes, elimination. Actually, I wanted to ask the other question. What is meant by Tadvan?
Tadvan means jati vishishta vyakti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very happy.
That's the neo-nayika theory of
the
Tadvan.
Tad refers to jati and Tadvan refers to jati vishishta vyakti held by neo-nayikas.
Yes.
What is the difference between Shuddha Lakshana and Gauni Lakshana?
The difference, the yoga is similarity in the case of Gauni and it is Sadrisha Itara in the case of Shuddha.
Do you connect this with the Bhattavartika citation yesterday we had?
Yeah.
Citation, you remember? Abhinabhut Pratitir Lakshanochade, where Naresh tried a paraphrasing. See,
Whether it was Bahudbrihi or like that here.
Abhideya Abhinabhut Pratitir Lakshanochade Lakshamana Gunayaryogat Vrutte Rishtatu Gaunata. That is the Vartika sentence. See, it has been explained as Abhinabhutam Abhideyena Abhinabhutam Sambadham Tasya Pratitihi Pratitikarana Bhuto Vyaparaha Lakshana Uchyate. I wanted Naresh also here. Today he has not come. He has informed me also, but yesterday he asked, no, this pratiti is of Abhinabhuta Sambandha, that which is associated with the denoted sense. And here what we were talking about, what is the difference between Shuddha and Gauni? Gauni means similarity is the association. That is what you told, exactly right.
Yeah.
Here it has been explained in the second line by Kumar Labhatta. You see here, Lakshyartha Visheshanataya Lakshanika Bodha Vishayaha Ye Gunaha, the features, the common features, the dharmas, which are there in Gau and Vahika, Jadya, etc. Tair Yogat Sambandhat. So, this is the base. The Guna means Gauni. Gauni means caused by Guna or determined by Guna. What is guna? The indicated features. The indicated features which are both in the upamana and upameya, or the primary sense and indicated, denoted sense and indicated sense. So in the case of Gaur Vahika, Jadya, Mandya, etc. are there in Gaur, in the bull, as well as in the Vahika. So by Lakshana, what is meant? Lakshyamanaha gunaha, Jadya, Mandya, etc. Tair yogat, tai sambandhat, gauni iti uchyate. Okay.
Yogatam.
Yes. What is the difference between why Gaur Anubandhya cannot be a case of Lakshana? Muglabhatta says Gaur Anubandhya is a case of Lakshana, and Mammadabhatta refutes. Why? What is the cause?
Here the individual is there is no need for indicative function Lakshana to come for.
Yes, but he gives another reasoning. There is no Rudhi or the Prayojana.
Yeah, of course. The hetus are not there. Yeah,
Yes.
fine, okay.
And actually, that is not the correct answer. But he, in a hurry to refute Mughal he states like this, or as if not satisfied with his own justification, he hastens to add, which are the three Aspudalangaras in the verse Yah Kaumarahara.
Asputha Alankara Yah Kaumar.
There is no Spudalangara says. So we said there are three Alangaras. Because they are not Sputa, we cannot say that they are Spudalangaras. Three Alangaras we showed or we explained. One is Anuprasa, Yah Kaumara Harasa Eva Hivara. Ra, repetition of the syllable. That is Shabdalankara. Another one is Vibhavana, another one is Visheshokti. Visheshokti hi akhandeshu karaneshu phalavacha. That is the definition given by Mammada. And for Vibhavana, Kriyaya Pratishedhepi Phalagyatir Vibhavana. While explaining, I was not able to recollect this Lakshana. Kriyaya Pratishedhepi Phalagyatir Vibhavana. So that these are the three Alankaras. What is Shakyatavachedaka?
That is same as the Pravrti Nimitta. It is some dharma which is there in the.
What is the etymological explanation? Shakyatavachedaka.
Shakyam Vastu, Kinchit Vastu Asti Shakyam.
Kim Rupam Vastu.
अर्थ रूपम वस्तु किमपि अस्ति
शक्तिः सम्बन्धः सच सम्बन्धः दुष्टः शक्ते पदे वर्तते एवमेव शक्ये अर्थे वर्तते एवञ्च अर्थः शक्यः भवति यः धर्मः शक्यं करोति स धर्मः शक्यता अवच्छेदकः यो धर्मः शक्यं करोति एवं न वक्तव्यं नैयायिकः तर्जयेयुः किन्तु सुखावगमाय एवं वक्तुं शक्यते. Now what is upadhi?
Upadhi is the more superset which can include
all the dharmas can be called upadhi. That's how.
Yeah, all the dharmas can be called as upadhi. Jati binna dharma upadhi. That is one definition you had given.
Yes.
Jati binna dharma. But other way of understanding is these upadhis can be the four types of upadhi: vastu dharma, vaktra yadricha, sanniveshita upadhi.
Yes.
Then in vastu dharma again you have prana prada, guna, kriya, like that. These are the various dharmas.
Yes, you are right. Now
something.
What is it?
You also another definition you gave is something which can have an adhikarana. That is some like that you had.
Vrittimat padartha. That definition is for dharma, not for upadhi.
Oh, sorry.
Even if both are the same, upadhi is not defined like that. Dharma is defined as vrittimat padartha.
Yes.
Okay. Now I shall show a picture from Gajendra Gadkar. This yields the following classification of Vyanjana. Shabdi, Arthi. Sometimes students say like this, Shabdi Vyanjana, Shabdi Vyanjanayaha. It is wrong. Shabdyaha Vyanjanayaha, अथवा Shabda Vyanjanayaha. Arthi Vyanjana, not Artha Vyanjana. अथवा Arthagata Vyanjana. Artha Vyanjana or Arthi Vyanjana. Shabdi Vyanjana is divided into Abhidhamoola and Lakshanamoola. Lakshanamoola, example Gangayam Ghoshaha. Abhidhamoola example which we are going to see. Bhadratmana Duradhidrohatanoho. Arthamoola again divided into 4. This is Gajendra Gadkar. Okay. Now we are coming to the text. Anybody, any question? Okay. Abhidhamoola Vyanjanayaha Lakshana. That is editor. अनेकार्थस्य शब्दस्य वाचकत्वे नियंत्रिते संयोगाद्यैः अवाच्यार्थधीकृत व्यापृतिः अंजनम्. Now the last word was evam lakshanamoolam vyanjakatvam uktam. Lakshanamoola vyanjana darshita. This is Lakshanamoola Vyanjana, which Gangayam Ghoshaha. There, not to get the meaning of Shaitya and Pavanatva, etc., a suggestive function is there. That comes along with Lakshana. So, Lakshanamoola Vyanjana. Now, Abhidhamoola Vyanjana. Both these, Lakshanamoola and Abhidhamoola, belong to Shabda. Abhidhamoolam, Vyanjakatva. Vyanjakatvam and Vyanjana both are same. Anekarthasya shabdasya vachakatve niyantrite samyogadyaihi avacyarthadhikrit vyapritihi anjanam. Anjana means Vyanjanam, Dyotanam, Vananam, Vyanjana Vyaparaha. अथवा सा व्यापृतिः व्यंजन आख्यया ज्ञायते. व्यापृतिः व्यापारः. Function. That function is called anjanam or vyanjanam or dyotanam or dhvani, dhananam. Which vyapriti, which vyapara? What is its nature? What is its function? Avacyarthadhikrit. अवाच्यस्य अर्थस्य धियं करोति. अवाच्यार्थस्य धियं करोति. It causes cognition of avacyartha. Avachya means it doesn't mean ashrila. It means vacyartha bhinna. Vacyartha bhinna. Avacyartha dhikrit vyaparaha. अथवा व्यापृतिः व्यंजनम होती. So व्यंजनम, this व्यंजनम, which व्यंजनम? Abhidhamoola व्यंजनम. Abhidhamoolam व्यंजनम is that causes the cognition of a meaning which is different from denoted sense. Avacyarthadhikrit vyapatihi anjanam bhavati. And what is the meaning of the other words, the remaining phrase? Vachakatve niyantrite sati. Right now we said Vyanjakatva means Vyanjana only. Like that, Vachakatva means Abhidha. Vachakatva means Abhidha. Vachakatve niyantrite. When the function, Abhidha function is confined, limited. It is confined. Why this confinement is required? Anekarthasya shabdasya. A single word might have so many meanings. So in the context, what is the meaning? So that has to be determined. And who will determine? What are the components or elements that will eliminate all other things, all other meanings? than the contextual meaning. Samyogadyaihi niyantrite. Niyantranam, niyamanam, the confinement or elimination, exclusion or determination, exclusion of others and determination of the contextual one. And which are the elements, which are the components, which are the features that determine samyogadi. Samyogadyaihi नियंत्रिते सति वाचकत्वे संयोगाद्यैः अभिधायां नियंत्रितायां नियमितायां सति अत्र अस्य शब्दस्य यद्यपि अनेके अर्थाः सन्ति तथापि अस्य शब्दस्य अत्र अयम् अर्थः इति कः नियामयति संयोगाद्याः नियमयन्ति संयोगाद्यैः अभिधायां एकस्मिन् अर्थे नियन्त्रितायां सत्यां तदनन्तरं वाच्यार्थभिन्नस्य अर्थस्य बोधः जायते यया वृत्त्या येन व्यापारेण सह वाच्यार्थभिन्नः अर्थः ज्ञायते सः व्यापारः अभिधामूलः व्यञ्जनाव्यापारः. So there are some determinants which limit or confine the meaning of a word which has got so many meanings. The contextual meaning is found out or determined, or all other meanings are excluded by some determinants. They are called samyoga, etc., etc. After getting like this, after getting the contextual meaning of the word, which actually has got many meanings, we are satisfied and we know the meaning. Afterwards, another meaning is cognized. It is different from that has been shown by samyogadi. Avatyartha dhikrit vyaptiranjan. And what are the determinants? They have been enlisted by somebody else. That is why after giving the list, Mamada says ityukta disha. Who is this somebody else? He is none other than Bhartrhari in Vakyapadiya. Samyogo viprayogascha sahacharyam virodhita artha prakaranam lingam shabdasya anyasya sannidhi samarthyam auchiti desha kalo vyakti swaradayah shabdarthasya anavachhede vishesha smriti hetavah. संयोगः विप्रयोगः साहचर्यं विरोधिता अर्थः प्रकरणं लिंगम अन्यस्य शब्दस्य सन्निधिः सामर्थ्यम् औचिति देशः कालः व्यक्तिः स्वरः एवम् अन्येपि स्वरादयः एते किं कुर्वन्ति? एते विशेष स्मृति हेतवः विशेष धर्मस्य स्मृतौ हेतवः विशेषस्य स्मृतिं जनयन्ति. कुत्र? शब्दार्थस्य अनवच्छेदे. अनेकार्थकः अनेकार्थः अनेकार्थः शब्दः नाम यस्य शब्दस्य अनेके अर्थाः सन्ति सः अनेकार्थः शब्दः. तत्र तस्य शब्दस्य प्राकरणिकार्थस्य अनवच्छेदे अयम् अत्र अर्थः प्राकरणिकार्थः इति. अवच्छेदः यदा न जातः अनवच्छेदे सति एते किं कुर्वन्ति? विशेष स्मृतिं जनयन्ति, अवच्छेदं कुर्वन्ति. अयमत्र अर्थः इति. एतेषु अन्यतमः. एते बहवः सन्ति. संयोगः विप्रयोगः साहचर्यं विरोधिता अर्थः प्रकरणं लिङ्गम् इत्यादि इत्यादि. Now we will see Balabhodhini. Balabhodhini, that will be better. संयोगः सम्यग् योगः प्रसिद्ध सम्बन्धः. संयोगः मीन्स् एसोसिएशन्. सम्यक् सम्बन्धः प्रसिद्धः सम्बन्धः. विप्रयोगः प्रसिद्ध सम्बन्ध ध्वंसः नाम वियोगः सेपरेशन्. साहचर्यं सहचरितत्वं सर्वदा एकस्मिन् काले एकस्मिन् देशे वा प्रायः एवमेव दृश्यते इमो. यथा रामलक्ष्मणौ दाशरथी रामलक्ष्मणौ सर्वत्र यदा रामः सुखिति लक्ष्मणोऽपि सुखिति, यदा रामः वनं गच्छति लक्ष्मणोऽपि गच्छति. एवं साहचर्यमस्ति. साहचर्यं सहचरितत्वम्. एकस्मिन् कार्ये परस्पर सापेक्षत्वं वा विरोधिता विरोधिता बध्यघातकत्वं सह अनवस्थानं वा दट् इस् विरोधः. Two things which do not coexist. Sahanavasthanam अथवा बध्यघातकत्वं. One will kill the other, one will destroy the other, like light and darkness. बध्यघातकत्वम्. अर्थः संयोग विप्रयोगश्च साहचर्यं विरोधिता अर्थः प्रयोजन अपरपर्यायम् अनन्यथा साध्यं फलम्. अर्थः that which can't be got by any other thing. That is artha. That which can't be got by any other thing. So that is the cause. Prayojana aparaparyayam ananyatha sadhyam phalam. By seeing the examples we will come to know better. Prakaranam vaktra shrotra buddhisthata. Prakaranam context. Lingam samyogatirikta sambandhena parapaksha vyavritto dharmaha. Pradivakaraha. Lingam nama, it's a feature. Lingam indicating feature. That is it. Lingam indicating feature. Suchako dharmaha. Parapaksha vyavartako dharmaha. Shabdasya anyasya sannidhi. The presence of some other word. Samarthyam. Samarthyam karanata. Samarthaha karanam. कारणमेव समर्थो भवति. हेतुरेव समर्थो भवति कार्यं जनयितुम्. एवं सामर्थ्यं नाम अत्र कारणता इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे. औचिती योग्यता. औचिती औचित्यं पर्यायशब्दौ. साहिती साहित्यं. औचिती औचित्यं साहिती साहित्यं पर्यायशब्दौ. योग्यता. देशः कालः ज्ञायते. No need of explanation. व्यक्तिः. व्यक्तिः नाम जेंडर. लिंगम स्त्री पुंस्त्वादि. स्वरः उदात्तादि स्वरः. टाकु. Now these are the examples given. Sashankha chakro harihi. Sashankha chakro harihi. This is an example for samyoga. When somebody says hari, it has got many meanings. See here, Yamani Lendra Chandrarka Vishnu Himsa Simha Amshu Vajishu Shukahi Kapi Bhekeshu Harir Na Kapile Trishu Harihi Na masculine gender Na. It appears in all these meanings. Yama, the god of death, Anila, Vayu, Indra, Chandra, Arka, Surya, Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, Simha, lion, Amsu, Ray, Vaji, horse, Shuka, parrot, Ahi, serpent, Kapi, monkey, Bheka, frog, Ishu. There is Astra, Bana, arrow, Hari. In all these meanings it appears. There are several other meanings also. This is a sentence from Amara lexicon, Amara Kosha. So it has got different meanings. Now, when somebody says Sashankha Chakro Harihi, which Hari is referred to here? Because this Shankha and Chakra are stated, are said. This Hari is having Shankha and Chakra. So, union of Shankha and Chakra, that association of Shankha and Chakra, from that we will know that it is none else than, nothing else than Lord Vishnu is meant here. It is neither lion, nor Indra, nor Chandra, nor Arka, etc. etc. Asankha Chakra Hari, there also this Shankha and Chakra appear, but they appear as uh, separation. This fellow Hari, this Hari, who is not having Shankha and Chakra. So, what is meant by that in that particular context, Hari? Hari without Shankha and Chakra means that meant Hari is the meaning meant by Hari, the contextual meaning is Vishnu only. Ashankha Chakra Hari means this fellow is other than Vishnu. This Vishnu, this fellow is Vishnu, Vishnu without Shankha and Chakra. So, the word Hari actually stands for Vishnu only. But here, what is intended is to refer to somebody who is other than Vishnu. So somebody without having Shankha and Chakra. Ashankha Chakra Hari. So separation. Viprayoga determines the contextual meaning. Rama Lakshmanau iti Dasharathau. Rama, there are many Ramas. Parashurama, Jamadagni Rama, Dasharathi Rama, like that many Ramas are there. So when somebody says Rama Lakshmanau Agatau, which Rama is meant? It is the son of Dasharatha only. How it is called? Sahachariyam. Because Lakshmana is uttered, always Rama appears with Lakshmana, so not Bhargava Rama or Balarama. Ramarjuna Gatistayo, nor, yes, Ramarjuna Gatistayo iti Bhargava Kartavidyayo. Virodhita. Here the enmity or the state of being not coexisting. Virodha, enmity between two things, that determines the meaning, contextual meaning. Ramarjuna Gatistayoho, their position is just like that of Rama and Arjuna. Their relation is just like that of Rama and Arjuna. When somebody says like this, the Rama meant here is neither Dasharathi Rama nor Balarama, but Bhargava Rama. Because other fellows are not having enmity with Arjuna. And which Arjuna is meant here? Arjuna is Kartavirya Arjuna. So, Bhargava and Kartavirya, those meanings are determined. Many Arjunas are there. Arjuna flower is there. Arjuna, one among the Pandavas is there. Many meanings are there for Arjuna also. So, here Virodha determines Virodhita means Virodha only. Determines the contextual meaning. Sthanum bhaja bhavachide. Sthanu, the word, means Shiva, Lord Shiva, as well as a pillar. Sthanurayam harahara kilabhut adhitya vedam na vijanati yortham arthatya it sakalam bhadramasnute nakameti jnana vidhuta papna. It's a passage cited by Yaska and his Nirukta. What does he say? A Vaidika, without knowing the meaning of the mantras, he is just like a pillar. Bharahara, he is just like a pillar or a donkey, bearing all the weight of the Shabda without knowing the meaning. So, Sthanurayam Bharahara Kilabhul Adhitya Vedam na vijanati ortham. So, there Sthanu means a pillar. Here, somebody says Bhavachide Sthanum Bhaja. Bhavachide. Bhavachit. Bhavaha samsaraha. Bhavachit samsara nashaha. Samsara nashaya. For the eradication of samsara, the perpetual samsara, you seek Lord Shiva. So, for eradication, uprootment of this samsara, destruction of samsara, nobody will advise somebody to serve a pillar. So, what is meant here is Lord Shiva. How it is got? Rajaryam Virodhita Artha Samarthyam. Bhavachedanaaya Thanureva Samartha. Bhavachede iti Hare. Hare Nama Shive Shambhav. संयोग प्रयोगस्थ साहचर्यं विरोधिता अर्थ प्रकरण लिंगम अर्थः that is this is case of artha sthanam bhaja bhaja chede sarvam janati devah is the example for prakarana. Deva usually means god, deity, or somebody lustrous, divyati, prakasha, saprakasha. But here sarvam janati devaha, somebody says in the court, king's court, then deva stands for king. In regional languages also similar words are there in place of this deva. Tamburan ariyum, angun ariyum, tamburan. Tamburan, actually tamburan refers to God only. Tandiruvadi, Nindiruvadi, like that in Malayalam. Kupito makaradhvajaha iti kame. Makaradhvaja. I will show Bharabodhi. Pavachide samsarnashaya sthano rudraha kupitaha. Kupito makaradhvajaha. Makaradhvaja. Makara, Nakraha, Tadakaraha, Sayeva Dhwajo Yasiti Vigrahe, Anekaarthasya Makaradhvaja Shabdasya, Vachakatvam, Makaradhvaja Samudrabhyam Vyavrtena, Samavaya Sambandhavata, Koparupa Lingena, Kame Manmathe Niyamyate, Ipatevakara, Vastu Sthanurapasya Dityadi Lingodaharanam Bodhyam, Makaradhvajasya Kame Prasidhya Iva Niyamanat. What is it meant here? Artha prakaranam lingam. What is the meaning of linga? Lingasya. Lingam.
Gender.
Gender, is it? Kubaro Makaradhvaja iti kami. Artha prakaranam samyogo prayogastha sahacharyam virodhita.
Lingam is hetu. Lingam is hetu, sadharana dharma.
I couldn't hear.
Hetu, asadharana dharma. That is lingam. In Nyaya.
That is in Nyaya.
Yes, that is here also.
Let us see. Lingam, Paravaksha Vyavartako Dharma. Yes, you are right. Elimination. Samyogadirikta Sambandhena, Paravaksha Vyavruto Dharma. Vyavartako Dharma iti nasti. Paravaksha Vyavruto Dharma. Elimination. A feature which eliminates. That is what is meant by Linga. Now, Makaradhvaja here Makaradhvaja means flag. Makara means nakra, crocodile. So Makaradhvaja means one who is having crocodile in his flag. Now this word Makaradhvaja has got the meaning samudra, ocean, as well as kama. Samvaya Sambandhata Kopalinga Lingena Kame Manmathe Niyamyate. Kupita Makaradhvajaha, that is the expression. So, this feature of anger, Krodha confines the meaning of this word Makaradhwaja to Kama. Balabodhnikara says that cites Pradeepa, the author of Pradeepa, Nagesha, and said that no, Govinda Thakura, and it is not proper here. This example given is not proper. Okay. कुपितो मकरध्वजः इति कामे देवस्य पुरारातेः इति शम्भौ शब्दस्य अन्यस्य सन्निधिः देवस्य पुरारातेः इति शम्भौ पुरारातेः पुरारातिः शिवः त्रिपुरहरः Purarati refers to Shiva only. So here the word Deva, though having many other meanings, this Purarati, the word Purarati confines the meaning to Shiva, Shambhu. Mathuna mattah kogilaha iti vasante. Shabdasyanyasya sanidhi samarthyam. Samarthyam karanata. Ananya karanata. That is samarthyam. Madhuna mattaha kokilaha iti vasante. Madhu, that is the word here meant. Madhu means honey, vasanta, and a daman. Many meanings are there. Here, mattaha kokilaha, intoxicated. This kokila is intoxicated, the bird kokila is intoxicated. That intoxication can be caused by, not by honey, not by the daman madhu, but by the spring season. So, vasante niyamitaha, vachakatvam niyamitam abhidha niyamita, niyantrita. Patuvo dayita mukham. Samarthyam auchiti. Patuvo dayita mukham. Here the mukha means many meanings are there, arambha, face, etc., etc. Here it is meant sammukhya. Sammukhya means, we will see what Gajendra Gadkar says. Deva knows all, following angry Makaradhwaja of Deva, the cuckoo intoxicated with madhu in spring. Mukha is by means of a proprietary restricted to favorableness. Samukhyam is favorableness. Sammukha, favoring. Samukhyam. Here the word mukha is confined to the meaning samukhya. Why? What is the determinant? Auchityam, propriety. Bhatyatra parameshwaraha iti rajadhani rupadeshat rajani. Atra Parameshwaraha Bhati. Parameshwaraha means the Supreme God or Supreme Lord. It may mean Lord Shiva or somebody who is a predominant master, etc., etc. This sentence is stated in the King's Court, Bhatyatra Parameshwaraha. Parameshwara shines here. Parameshwara means king only. Chitrabhanur vibhati dine ravau ratrau vandhau. Chitrabhanur vibhati. Chitrabhanu shines. Chitrabhanu means chitraha bhanavaha yasasaha. Having multicolored rays or different colors of rays with different colors of variegated rays. Chitrabhanu, it means about fire and sun god. Fire and sun. If it is uttered in daytime, it means sun only. During night, it means fire. So the kala, time, determines the abhidha, the denotative function. Mitram bhati iti suhridi, mitro bhati iti ravau. That is gender. Desha kalo vyaktihi. Vyaktihi is gender. Mitram bhati. This mitra shabda, it is in masculine as well as in neuter. If somebody says mitram bhati, he means friend because it is in neuter gender. Mitro bhati, somebody says mitro bhati, it is sun god which is meant. So the gender confines or determines the abhidha. इंद्रशत्रु इत्यादो वेदे वा न काव्ये स्वरः अर्थ विशेष प्रतीति कृत इंद्रशत्रु देयर ओनली इन द वेदास वी गेट अनुदाता पूर्वदाता अंतोदाता etc. So that is their swara adaya. Now these are the determinants which determine the contextual meaning. आदिग्रहणात् एतावन्मात्रस्तनिका एतावन्मात्राभ्यां क्षिपत्राभ्यां एतावन्मात्रावस्था एतावन्मात्रैः दिवसैः this much like that somebody is showing some action gesture. From that gesture the abhidha is determined. इत्यादौ अभिनयादयः अभिनयादयः धर्माः अभिधां नियमयन्ति. इत्थं संयोगादिभिः अर्थांतर अभिधायकत्वे निवारिते संयोगादिभिः धर्मैः अर्थांतरस्य अभिधानं यदा निवारितं प्रकृतस्य अर्थस्य प्रकृते अर्थे अभिधा च नियन्त्रिता निवारिते अपि अनेकार्थस्य शब्दस्य यत् क्वचित् somewhere अर्थांतर प्रतिपादन some other artha which different from the determined meaning is cognized tatra na abhidha. There the function is not denotation niyamanat tasyaha. This abhidha has been already what do you call confined to the denoted meaning. Na lakshana mukhyarthabhadaha de abhavat. Indication also cannot work because the causes are not there. Apitu anjanam vyanjanameva vyaparah yatha. Here he gives an example for abhidha mola shabdi vyanjana. Bhadratmano duradhiro hatano विशालवं सोन्नते कृतशिली मुखसंग्रहस्य यस्य अनुपप्लुतगते परवारणस्य दानाम्बुसेकसुभग सततं करोभूत्. Actually, this is a description of a king. Bhadratmanah, having auspicious nature. Duradhiroha tanoh, invincible body. Duradhiroham, duradhiroha tanuh, yasasaha duradhiroha tanuh. Vishala vamsonnate. He is preeminent in his great lineage. Though his lineage is very great and well known, he is the preeminent. विशालस्य वंशस्य उन्नतिः यः उन्नतौ यः हेतुः भवति येन विशालवंशः उन्नतः भवति सः विशालवंशोन्नतिः येन विशालस्य वंशस्य उन्नतिः भवति सः विशालवंशोन्नतिः तस्य कृतशिलीमुखसंग्रहस्य. One who has gathered the mastery of several missiles, several astras. Shilimukha here stands for astras, weapons, different kinds of astras. Sangraha, gathering. He has with great pains gathered the mastery of different astras, the usage of mastery over usage of weapons. Krita Shilimukha Sangrahasya. Shilimukhanam astranam sangraha abhyasa patavam पाठवस्य संग्रहः येन कृतः अभ्यासः येन कृतः सः कृतशिलीमुखसंग्रहः राजा यस्य राज्ञः अनुपप्लुतगतेः अनिवारितगतेः परवारणस्य पराणां परेषां नियन्तुः परेषां शत्रूणां नियन्तुः दानाम्बुसेकसुभगः सततं करोभूत्. यस्य करः यस्य राज्ञः करः सततं दानाम्बुसेकसुभगः. दानाम्बु दानजलं दानकरणसमये यदम्बु यज्जलं दानेन सह देयं तद् अम्बु दानाम्बु दानाम्बु सेकेन दानाम्बु दानाम्बुना सेकेन आर्द्रीकरणेन सुभगः सुन्दरः श्रेष्ठः वरीयान् भवति करः सततम् always he is सदा अयं राजा दानं करोति दानकरणसमये सतोयं दानं कार्यम् इति धर्मशास्त्रसमयः अस्ति सर्वदा अम्बुना सह एव दानं कार्यं तेन सर्वदा सः ददन्नेव अस्ति दददेव अस्ति तेन दानसमये अम्बुना सह देयं किल तेन सर्वदा अम्बु क्लिन्नः अम्बुसिक्तः भवति जलसिक्तः भवति सः तस्य करः तेन सुभगः भवति वर्णितं किल नारायणीये पादत्रय्या यदि न मुदितो विष्टपैर्न पीतुष्येदित्युक्तेऽस्मिन् वरद भवते धातुकामे ततोऽयं विन्ध्यावल्या निजदयितया दत्तपाद्याय तुभ्यं चित्रं चित्रं सकलमपि सत्प्रार्पयत् तोयपूर्वं सकलं सः अदात् कदं प्रार्पयत् अदात् दानमकरोत् कस्मै तस्मै वामनाय कथं तोयपूर्वम् अयं धर्मशास्त्रसमयः तेन सदा दानं करोति इत्यतः दानसेकसुभगः तस्य करः इति राज्ञः वर्णनम् इदानीं सर्वे अमी शब्दाः राजनि अर्थे नियन्त्रिताः अभिधा नियन्त्रिता अस्ति अधुना सर्वेषां बहूनां पदानां बहूनां शब्दानां गजरूपे अर्थे अपि सम्यक् योजनं कर्तुं शक्यते किल इति चिन्ता आगच्छति भद्रात्मनः नाम भद्रो नाम गजविशेषः श्रेष्ठः गजः भद्रात्मनः गजस्य दुरधिरोह तनोः सः बृहत्कायः तस्य काये अधिरोहः कर्तुं न शक्यते दुःखेनैव कर्तुं शक्यते तेन सह दुरधिरोह तनुः विशालवंशेन उन्नतिः अस्ति तस्य पृष्ठ अस्थि भवति विशालवंशः बैकबोन the elephant's backbone is it is something protruding so विशालवंश उन्नतेः कृतशिलीमुख संग्रहस्य अनेन गजेन शिलीमुखानां भृङ्गाणां संग्रहः कृतः नाम मदजलं सर्वदा प्रसरदस्ति तेन तत् सौरभ्येन शिलीमुखाः सर्वे समवेताः तेन शिलीमुखानां भृङ्गाणां संग्रहः येन कृतः सादृशः सः गजः कृतशिलीमुखसंग्रहस्य यस्य अनुभवकृतगतेः परवारणस्य श्रेष्ठवारणस्य परो नाम श्रेष्ठ दानाम्बुसेकसुभगः सततं करः करो नाम शुण्डा शुण्डादण्डः दानाम्बुसेकेन मदजलेन अत्र दानाम्बु नाम मद गजस्य मदजलं तस्यापि दानाम्बु इति नाम अस्ति दानाम्बुसेकसुभगः सततं करो भूत् so here we have got two meanings one is contextual meaning pertaining to raja the king after the abhida the denotative function is confined to the king then sahridayas get another meaning oh this is also possible this is beautiful so another meaning comes that is with reference to a what do you call an excellent elephant of great breed so now there are two meanings it cannot be possible so we have to connect these two meanings gaja sadrishah matta gaja sadrishah भद्रात्मनः भद्र आख्यस्य मत्तगजस्य सुन्दरस्य सदृशः अयं राजा इति उपमानोपमेय भावः अनयोः अर्थयोः कल्प्यते एवञ्च शाब्द्याम् अभिधामूलायां शाब्द्यां व्यञ्जनायां सर्वत्र एषा रीतिः उपमानोपमेयोः अर्थयोः वाच्य व्यङ्ग्ययोः अर्थयोः उपमानोपमेय भावः कल्पयितव्यः असम्बद्धार्था विधायित्वं मा प्रसाङ्क्षी इति कृत्वा तयोः उपमानोपमेयभावः कल्पयितव्यः। स च उपमानोपमेयभावः अत्र सोऽपि व्यङ्ग्यः। Now I think it is nearing 9. We have to wind up. Actually, I had many other things also to be shared with you, discussed, but kalaha baliyan kalo hi duratikrama kalena ग्रस्ताः गलग्राहं गृहीताः सर्वे किल आजन्मनः सः ग्राहः अस्त्येव तेन अधुना मया समाप्यते I wanted to share with you so many things. No, it's no time now, so I am stopping. Shall I stop? Professor Shrikala is there, no? Shiva is there? Sangamesana.
Sir also is there.
So I am winding up. After my Mangala Vidhana, people can ask or discussion can be made for say a few minutes as you permit. Okay. प्रदीपज्वालाभिः दिवसकरनीराजनविधिः सुधाः सूतेः चन्द्रोपलजललवैरभ्यरचना स्वकीयैरम्भोभिः सलिलनिधिसौहित्यकरणम् त्वदीयाभिर्वाग्भिः तव जननी वाचां स्तुतिरियम्. So it is time for discussion or other formalities to be carried out by organizers.